Okay, we got some ironwood, and so let's do some edge stability testing. Real hard on an edge when you do that. Just that torquing. Let's get it in the front. Ooh, man. Nothing. So MAGNACUT has some crazy edge stability. After all that, look at that. Now they hang up a bit. No hang-ups. All right, got some pretty thin MAGNACUT here, 3.1 inches tall, so it's gonna be perfect for a Chinese vegetable cleaver. All right, should be a fun one. Getting the dry ice going. Put it in there slow, otherwise once it's done boiling, you know it's the same temperature as the dry ice. And I got the oven preheating over here. All right. You guys think I need a quieter air compressor? Yeah, I agree. That thing is loud, man. Holy crap. About 5 minutes left. Now I know this looks like a little bit of a contraption. These are aluminum plates, but these Chinese vegetable cleavers, man, they'll warp on a heartbeat. Get it right into the cryo treat as soon as possible. All right, this sucker's still a little warm to the touch, but it's see how cold this thing is. Got to get it in there right away, as quick as you can. Get it in. Where she'll sit. Leave it in there for about 4 hours. Also helps when you can make your own scales out of burl. Got all the equipment necessary. Toaster ovens to stabilize, unstabilized. Yeah. Scales my wife has made. Wow.
The base width of that blade cannot be any less than 2 inches. Need to have a disconnected knuckle.
What do you think, Sally?
A rear-facing William, the small side.
He knows right where to stand, where Sally can't get him. She keeps trying to run at him to freak him out, but he just stands like right out of her reach. He knows how long the leash is. She's running all over, but drives her nuts. Here's S35VN. This is MAGNACUT test blade. That's MAGNACUT 62 HRC. Just waiting on the cryo treat right now. Here's some knives I just made. That one is ABL. I think that's like 62 or something like that. That's 1075. My wife's scales. That's ABL, probably 62 HRC. That one I think is MAGNACUT. Yep. There's Hank after a hard day's labor. That's 52-100. That one's 62 HRC. That's 12C26. I have no clue how hard it is. That one I think is ABL. That is 1084. That's an old one. That's ABL. I just made that one. It's got some burl. And that one is 64 HRC MAGNACUT. It's going to go to Knife Sharpening Norway. It's my wife's scales.
Oh yeah. No roads. I can see how he went in the ditch.
Hey, look outside. Go on. Go outside. Got a blizzard out here. Big blizzard coming in. Yeah. Okay, so you can do a Chinese vegetable cleaver and get it perfectly straight. Now, even though it's all cleaned up and I'm gonna temper it now, I'm still gonna put a clamp on it this first temper cycle. You know, I don't need any surprises. I'm gonna temper it at 300 degrees. Should get 63 HRC. Hold it for 2 hours. I'm going to do it twice, according to the data sheet. Okay, I did 2050 for 20 minutes, and according to the MAGNACUT data sheet, if you put it in there for 300 degrees temper for 2 hours, you should get close to 63 HRC. All right, fresh out of the temper. Sounds like a bell. You grinded it even, huh? Make it like this, just like you would on a sharpening stone. Then you can see all your high spots and low spots. I got 2 high spots here. Okay, here I have a set of scales and I have 2 different sets of spacers, so it's 4 spacers total. When it's that many multi-layers and all these holes got to line up, I got a gap in between each one, and I'm filling each one first, and then I push them together with a screwdriver. And sometimes it's easier to do that instead of trying to put all this together and then glue it later. From Pop's Knife Supply, you can get these F-type drill bits, and they're good for using with 1/4-inch rod of any kind. This is my Carta 1/4-inch rod, and makes it a lot easier when lining everything up. There's nothing worse when you go to have the glue on everything and nothing lines up and you're beating it with a hammer. Now, I like using these hybrid resin scales that my wife makes. They really turn out good, and they're unique. One thing you got to do, though, because they are malleable, is you got to put a little bit of extra clamps on it. So don't be shy with the clamps. You'd be surprised just putting 2 or 3 clamps, you can still get a gap. I'm having fun with this build. Chinese vegetable cleavers are fairly challenging if you've never tried one. There's a lot that can go wrong doing it. Sometimes after heat treating and you pull them out of the quench and they look like a potato chip. And to do it right, you really need to use some thin stock. So warping's another issue. These aluminum plate quench really helps. If you're going to use high carbon steel, I suggest using 8670. It doesn't like to warp very often, and it's extremely tough. It takes a very stable thin edge. Combat abrasives, surface conditioning belts. All right, I hope you liked the video. This is my MAGNACUT Cleaver video. It's nice and straight. There's no dip-de-doos in here. Everything is the same thickness. It almost should come with a disclaimer. It's so sharp. You know, I like the way the handle turned out with it's got the blue, it's got copper embedded in here, and so I put some copper and blue on the spacers. But, you know, hey, this is, you know, this was a fun build. Ain't much else to say. Thanks for watching. See you.